Of course, Andrew Double Blessed Double P here, just here to remind you again that on this channel we deal with life, we deal with fitness, and we deal with, of course, discipline and living with purpose. No excuses. Let's get it done right here. So, and perhaps if you are seeing my face, of course, for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel because I know you will love it. You will love it here. Thank you so much. And of course, the previous video we spoke about the tips or traits of, high value men. High value men have specific traits, features, understand? So now I understand that becoming a high value man is one of the needs that we're actually craving for in the whole world. And of course, if you want to become a high value man, do well to watch this video until the end because I know this video is definitely for you. And of course, bro, you're welcome home. This is your home. This is where you stay connected, as of course we drive into the capacity of becoming the men that you of course need to become. Because seeing that masculinity is actually fading away in our economy, and of course not only in our economy but also in our community, very, very important. So please stay tuned, of course, as we engage together. As I said, my name is Andrew Double Blessed Double P, and you are welcome to this channel. Of course, today we're not going to waste time. We're going to dive in quickly as we talk about becoming a high value man. Now, number one thing that you need to understand first before we move is that becoming a high value man is a difficult thing. Number two is that becoming a high value man is a process. It's not a destination. It's not a fast, becoming rich kind of a scam or scheme. It's a process. And I'm not saying these things because I just became like that all of a sudden. No, it's something that you really have to take time with, and you have to work on yourself. It's a matter of doing self-cultivation every day and daily. Thank you so much. So number one point that of course you want to become a high value man, number one thing is develop purpose. You see, this is a capacity of knowing what you want in life. Not only in life, but what you want in your career, what you want in your relationship, or what you want in your health. You should be able to understand what you really want. But how do you really come at the point of really identifying what you want? Planning. You must come at the point of planning, man. Bro, do the long-term plans. I'm talking about 5 years, 6 years, 7 years from now. When you look at your life, what are you going to become? Because at the end of the day, as a man, you are actually a leader. So who are you going to lead? Perhaps you are leading your family, you are going to lead your kids, you are even going to lead your wife, or you have to lead that girlfriend that you are dating right now. So you got to become a high value man. You understand? So know where you want to go, know what you want to do, know who you want to be with. You understand? Know what you want. You should master the art of those who's and the whats and the where and the when. You understand? The W's of life. What do you really want to become? When do you want to become? Who do you want to be with? Where do you want to go? So on and so forth. So that's number one. Purpose. You must develop purpose. Number two, very, very important, you must, control emotions. Control emotion. This is also another name given to, maturity, emotional mature. Guy, I'm telling you, this is something that actually took long for me to master. It actually took long for me to master. Number one thing, this skill, this number two thing, you cannot obtain it if you are proudful. You got to let your ego go. Number two, I said, emotionally maturity. Emotional maturity. This is a capacity for you to stay composed even when you are stressed. Because one day you are going to be stressed, bro. You are going to be angry. But what you do about what actually happened is the most important thing. than what happened. So what you do about what happened is more important than what actually happened. You understand? Sometimes somebody will come and provoke you, just insult you, and you insult back and you lose your job. You understand? Your boss just come, speak to you in this way, also react. My brother, you are gone home. So stay composed when stressed. Do you understand that? Do not be a reactive person, but be a proactive person. You must be composed. Do you understand? You must also master the art of silence in these ways. Because a lot of people will come and insult you, they will come and tell you things. Stay composed, bro. Stay composed. In this way, you are becoming a high value man. I'm telling you, you're not gonna miss this, bro. As I said, my bro, you're still watching, and I see that you didn't subscribe yet. Hit the button. All right. So that's number one. And number two, as we said about emotional maturity, very, very important, especially men, married men. How you behave, how you react towards your wife. Very, very important. With either keep or disconnect yourself from that woman. It's a very important skill that we all need to master as high value men. Number two is that you must be confident. Very, very important. Very, very important. And I'm not talking about the thing of being arrogant. I'm not talking about being arrogant and just flaunting. No, I'm talking about when you talk with conviction. When you speak with conviction. Do you know how many people were actually scammed by scammers? And at the end of the day, they'll be like, what happened? How did I just lose my money? You understand? It's talking with confidence, with conviction. I'm of course not, encouraging people to go and scam people. They go and work for yourself. Very, very important. That's the kind of a wealth and the money that you actually enjoy. Another thing that you need to understand about being confident is that you talk less and you listen more. Do you understand? That is being confident. Confidence is not all over everything. No, it's capacity for you also to talk less and you listen more. You understand? Very, very important. So I said number one thing that you need to do is becoming a high value man is developing your purpose. Knowing your purpose, knowing what you want. Number two, being emotional kind of mature. And this is really a struggle. Oh, I struggled with this and I'm still working on this. Very, very important. High value men should be able to be composed. Stay composed, man. Very, very important. It's one of the attraction, especially if you want to get married or your wife, being composed. It's top notch. And as I said, you must also be confident. Understand? Developing confidence is very, very important. Very, very powerful and encouraging at all costs. And number four, very, very important, is that you must be disciplined and not just motivated. With discipline is something that you need to check that, being disciplined is doing something that you hate doing, but still behaving like you like it. Another definition of discipline for me is the capacity for you to say no. Becoming a high value man, you become a high value man by rejecting some things, rejecting some opportunities, rejecting some relationships. The capacity for you to say no. Discipline is very, very important because not every person is disciplined. A lot of people are so motivated. For example, if you want to go on the journey of working out, going to the gym and working on your body, I'm telling you, a lot of people are more likely to be motivated because there are a lot of people in the gym. Now they can engage with people.
or they can go to the gym because they are not going to work that specific day. But a person who is disciplined will commit at least 30 minutes, even 1 hour every day, every day. That is a capacity of being so consistent. Do you understand that? So if you want to become a high value man, you must destroy motivation and be disciplined. All right. Number 5, very, very important. This is so critical, and a lot of men do not check this one out. Very, very important, and this is to say, focus on your physical lifestyle. This is how you dress, man. How you dress, where you go. No matter where you go, bro, whether you are going to town, whether you're going to meet somebody or you are not going to meet somebody, you are either going to shop, you are going to do the shopping, or you are going just for yourself, maybe just going out and maybe just chill out there. Bro, the way you look, people will actually address you on the way you look. The way you dress, that's how people address you. Imagine you looking so shaggy and you dressed, certain kind of ways. Bro, the way people will address you, they will address you a guy with torn jeans and shaggy things. So bro, I love you so much. So please, dress well, man. Dress well. Very, very important. Apart from dressing well, smell good, man. Smell good. Smell good. Smell good. You understand? Smell good. Perfumes, are not so expensive. I'm not talking about buying expensive perfume. No, bro. I'm talking about just buying something, that makes you smell good. Smell good. And if you have money, bro, go and buy a perfume. A lot of people are at dignified kind of positions, places of authorities. You are perhaps a manager of a certain company. You are perhaps a leader of a certain project. You are a lecturer. You are a teacher. You are a nurse. You are a doctor. You are a dentist. You perhaps a lawyer even. A judge. Dress well, man, and not only to dress well, but smell good, man. Smell good, so that people will be like, if you can even walk at a certain place and people will be like, I'm smelling something. This is Andrew Takopi smelling right. So amazing. Thank you so much. And the last point that you also need to pay attention to is emotional integrity or emotional capacity. Intellectual capacity. So very, very important. Go out there, become a long life learner. You understand? Do not be full of yourself. Do not be full